Hello, we are here to talk about NXT and the start of the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic Men's. Yes, there's two different competitions this year. Okay, what did you overall think of NXT?
It was alright. It was decent, but NXT stole the show for me.
AEW, you
I
mean?
mean, AEW.
Yeah, definitely. We kick off with Shotzi Blackheart versus Candice LeRae. In a pretty decent women's match, Candice LeRae ended up picking up the victory in this contest.
With a very impressive win.
Yeah, it was a very impressive win for Candice LeRae. Very, very hard-fought match.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we go to the NXT World Champion, Finn Balor, making his way to the ring. He talks about being champion, and then he gets interrupted by Pete Dunne, Oney Lorcan, and Danny Burch.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of teasing a match that we're going to end up getting, hopefully, Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor.
That's what it looks like after that 3 versus 3 encounter.
Yeah.
That sounds like a wicked match, just saying.
Definitely, Dave. Yeah, then we go to Zach. People talking about the Dusty Road Classic for a bit, like people like Johnny Gargano, Zach Gibson, William Regal. Yeah, they had a bit of talking about the thing before we got properly into matches.
Yeah.
The first match was James Drake and Zach Gibson versus Matt Martel and Chase Parker. I think they're called Ever something.
Everlast?
I think that might be what they're called as a tag team.
Yeah.
But anyway, the winners was James Drake and Zach Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, it was an alright tag match.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Drake and Zach Gibson will face the winner of Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory versus Kushida and Leon Ruff, which again will be an interesting match.
Yep.
Then after this, Shotzi Blackheart agrees to team up with Ember Moon to be in the women's Dusty Road Tag Team Classic.
I can get behind that. I really like that idea.
That's not a bad tag team, actually.
Not
to
at
be
all.
fair.
Especially anything with Ember, I'm down.
Fair enough. Then Johnny Gargano
Hashtag biased.
Yeah, I think he is biased. Then we go to Dexter Lumis versus Johnny Gargano.
That drawing was
yeah. Johnny Gargano ended up winning.
surprisingly.
Yeah. After that, Lumis put the silence on Theory, but Gargano attacked Lumis. Kushida then got involved, and Lumis and Kushida managed to get the advantage.
Yeah.
And then Kushida basically challenged Gargano to a North American title match, which I think will be decent.
Champion. I'd like to see him as champion.
Definitely.
He's underrated.
Oh yeah. Then we go to Aisha Scott and Jake Atlas versus Nash, Cara, and Wesley. I've never heard of either one of those two people.
Yeah, because they're from Impact, MSK.
Oh, I wish this thing had just told me it was MSK. Then I would have known it was the Rascals.
AKA the Rascals, yep.
Yes, this is the Rascals rebranded as MSK. But the new ring names are a bit weird. Nash, Cara, and Wesley.
Yeah, they're not really starting off on a good foot. Like, I'm really scared for these guys.
Yeah. But they did win the match.
Yeah.
MSK did win the match. And they'll face the winner of Drake Maverick, Killian Dane, or Kurt Stallone and August Gray. Who are all of these random people?
Jobbers, I guess.
I think so. Then Ling faced Nameless Victim It literally just says in this note, nameless victim.
I know.
Earling, Lee? I don't know how you pronounce her name, but she won.
Ellie.
Yeah, and then we move on to Breezango facing Roderick Strong and Adam Cole. I think you can figure out who won this match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Undisputed Era picked up the victory. They will face the winners of Tony Nese, Arya Daivari, or Ashante Theodonis and Desmond Troy.
Yeah.
Wow, these names are getting ridiculous.
Good news is Adam and Roderick won. Bad news is Kyle O'Reilly not medically cleared.
Come on, we like you, Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Yes, and oh yeah, sorry, I went to a different page. But yeah, that's after the ring. They did a stare down with Pete Dunne, Oney Lorcan, and Danny Burch.
Yeah, we shall see what happens next week.
Yes, we got more tag team classic matches next week. I think AEW was a clear winner this week. I mean, there were good matches on NXT, but I would have to give it a 6.5 overall. It wasn't that good of a show.
I was going to be a little generous. I was going to say like a 7.5.
Damn, you're more generous than I am.
Yeah.
But the problem is NXT just feels so phoned in.
Yeah.
It doesn't work as a 2-hour show.
Yeah, they need 3 hours.
I mean, they need an hour.
I think they need more time because, like, you know, there's a lot of good talent. It's just not booked properly.
Yeah, but back when they were an hour, you got to see champions and decent talent semi-regular. So it was more exciting when you got to see someone like Aleister Black come on the show. But now it's Roderick, the Undisputed Era is there every week. Johnny Gargano is there every week. Dexter Lumis is there every week.
Feels very rushed.
Yeah, everything just feels rushed and we need to continue the story. Whereas if you've got an hour a week, you slowly build up to your pay-per-view that's in 3 months' time.
Yeah.
They just feel too rushed and just too like we've got to put 2 hours on. Let's just throw this together for the last minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, personally, I would recommend AEW.
Does NXT storyline go through Vince first, or is that all through Triple H?
I believe it still goes through Vince.
Really?
Well, it would explain why
Since it went
NXT's
to
gone downhill.
USA Network, Vince started taking a lot more of control over the product.
Oh, yeah, that is right.
I don't know if he signs off on every storyline, but I think a lot of the creatives now gets thought up by Vince.
Probably.
Which would explain why NXT's, gone downhill since it went to USA.
And if it's not,
or at least
Vince
that's what
making
I've
the
heard because I
decision,
haven't
then
watched
Triple
since
H
it
has
went
just
to USA.
lost his shit if he's the one booking these meh shows.
Yeah.
But I think it's Vince. It's got to be Vince. But yes, that is an NXT NXT review. We hope you've enjoyed this. Make sure you check out Crack Screen Productions, despite the fact he was only in the video very briefly because he doesn't watch NXT. His link's in the description. Thank you for joining me, KK.
No problem.
Well, we shall see you all for tomorrow's stream or Friday Night SmackDown. Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Bye.